There are three things in life that I can promise you: death, taxes, and life is inevitably going to be hard. But on the bright side, you do have control over what is going to be hard. You can make choices that will determine the outcomes. It's pretty much a set of trade-offs that you get to choose. And wouldn't you rather be in control? Because the only other option would be if you don't make those choices. If there's inaction, then either someone else or something else is going to make those choices for you. For example, working out can be seen as difficult. I personally enjoy the difficult nature of it and gets me feeling good, but I'll admit that, there are some workouts that feel difficult or you don't want to do them. They suck. But the consequence of not doing that is you're probably going to feel out of shape. You're going to be out of shape. You might struggle with those issues. Another example is diet. You can be disciplined and, create a certain diet where you limit what you consume and you focus on healthy habits. And that's difficult in a world where there is constant things that taste good, like sugary foods and processed foods that are very accessible and can be pretty cheap. So it really takes discipline, and it is difficult to maintain that diet, but the outcomes are worth it, I believe, in my opinion. You can live in moderation. I think that is one of the best ways to approach it, but you have to make difficult choices, or there will be difficult results or consequences that you will have to deal with if you have inaction with those choices. The same goes for being in school. You can totally avoid doing homework and studying, putting in those hours, or you can decide to put in those hours, and the result will most likely be that you'll be successful on tests and you'll get a good grade. But that inaction will automatically qualify, most likely, in a lower grade and worse test scores and the stress and consequences that come with that. Same goes for, that could follow up with getting a job if you're, not putting yourself out there by networking or applying to jobs, or you didn't do well in school. You might suffer the consequences of not getting a job that you enjoy or that pays enough for your likings. So it takes commitment and discipline and an understanding that when you choose what's difficult, you get more freedom as a result. Where if you chase instant gratification, you will feel good in the present time, but you're not setting yourself up for future success and happiness. So, pretty much every action has an opposite reaction. So if you apply that in those 4 ways that I've been saying, or in pretty much every aspect of life, you can really understand what the consequences will be of inaction, or what the positive effects will be as a result from doing the hard work initially and reaping those benefits. I used to procrastinate a lot with homework and chase instant gratification by being distracted, being on my phone, or playing games, doing something completely different from what I should have done, which is focus on studying or doing my assignments. And in the end, that did catch up with me, but I did learn my lesson, and I really realized this, and I feel like this whole idea is so true in my life and probably in everyone's life. So you can remember that and look at it positively as you get to make the choice, and also understand that you have no control over the inevitability that life will be difficult. So try to look at it with a positive light.